Hey everyone, I just want to talk to you about a quick back to school activity that's really handy. It's like a get to know you / all about me type thing. But I made this because I hate get to know you activities and the social, the icebreaker type things. And so this one is a little less scary for kids to complete. And it really does work on building like a classroom community. You get to know your students get to know you. Most importantly, they get to know each other. So there's a lot of safety and just feels like the content can then be taught once the kids all know each other and you know them and they feel safe and comfortable. So anyways, it's pretty quick. I've had teachers use this from 6th grade and felt pretty good. I think some 5th grade teachers, but it's really intended for secondary. And so I would say 6th and up. I've used it with 7th graders, 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th graders, and they've all enjoyed it. And it's been really good for our classroom. So it's just basically numbered categories. Like here's a number 1 for your best friend. Your number 2, questions for your teacher. 3, academic goals for the school year. 4, things I like about school. 5 is here for your life goals. 6 is here and you list out 6 favorites. 7, they skip on their own. 8, they skip. 9 is 9 things I did over the summer. And 10 is words to describe me. And so after they've completed 1 through 10, except for 7 and 8, then you give out, and this is where the kind of interactive part comes in, where they interact with each other. So you pass out these little matching slips and have them go find their partner so they don't have to know anybody. And the kids who are new don't feel like, oh, everybody's matching up with their friends. Everybody's kind of matching up with someone random. So that helps. But they just oh, I picked spaghetti, I need to go find meatballs. And so they just kind of walk around the room and say, oh, I've got spaghetti. Oh, I think I match you. I've got meatballs. And here's Tom and Jerry. So it's a fun activity and it's great to keep you around for matching up with random partners. Anyways, so they get with their partner and they interview their new friend for 7. And 7 is 7 things I learned about my new friend blank. And so they ask, what's your name? And they interview each other about 7 things about them, and it can just be anything. And then once they've interviewed them and they fill out their stuff, then they interview you and vice versa. So they make a new friend that they kind of know something about. And then 8 is where they just walk around and meet new people, and they fill out the names of 8 new people. It's not super scary. They just kind of walk around and say, hey, my name is Casey. What's your name? And then they write each other's names down. And then if you want to take it a step further and have everyone kind of introduce themselves, I think this is my favorite part, where you have them stand up and say, hi, I'm Casey, but I want to introduce my new friend, Zach. And here's one thing about Zach. And then I tell one thing about Zach. So now the whole classroom has a connection, maybe, with Zach. They know that Zach is in a band. And Casey didn't have to stand up and talk about herself. I just got up and introduced my new friend Zach, and then Zach introduces me. And it's pretty fun. It's very insightful. You get a lot of information about kids thinking about 10 things about themselves, and their goals and their favorites. Just easy to make connections. They make a great bulletin board if you want to hang up around your room. Let the kids get to know each other. It's my favorite. It's pretty quick, and the kids genuinely do have fun with it, even though some of them find it hard to think of 10 things, 10 words to describe themselves. So I hope this is great. I will put a link somewhere. I'm new to this Instagram live thing, and if I can't find a link, I'll put it in my profile so you can find it. Thanks for watching. Bye.